$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard that tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back, legally, on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. So you remember that woman in the UK? She was going to marry a ghost. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She was like, he's perfect.
Never heard of this story. It just sounds like yet another person wanted to marry a ghost.
Hello, he's perfect for me. Well, she called off their wedding. And the reason she called off their wedding, I think, is very reasonable. I mean, this ghost apparently changed. He was no longer the ghost she thought he was.
We've called a wedding off. It was going really well until we went on holiday. That was about last May, and then he just completely changed. So I think maybe he fell in with a bad crowd when we were on holiday. He just started becoming really inconsiderate. He'd disappear for long periods of time. When he did come back, he'd bring other spirits back to the house and they'd just stay around for days.
What?
I think maybe he started doing drugs and partying a bit much. It's like, he used to come back, his spirits would stay for days at a time and they'd be like crashing and banging, strange noises.
Oh. Banging like in banging.
Wait, is he not allowed to have ghost friends?
No.
I guess not.
What the hell?
Yeah, they went to Thailand. That's what happens when you go to Thailand.
Oh, yeah, the ghosts go crazy in Thailand. I don't know. You know,
his name's Ray, in case you were wondering.
Oh, Ray the ghost. Yes. Yeah. What prevents Ray from coming back, whether she wants him there or not, along with his ghost friends? I don't think
there's a restraining order. Clearly,
can you get a ghostly restraining order? Because
exorcism.
That could be it.
Thank you, Danny. I forgot about the
You're welcome.
Got to have the exorcist.
Maybe he doesn't want to go back to her. Maybe she was just holding him back from all his ghost friends.
Yeah, that could be.
He's like, I'm sick of changing for you.
I don't.
You either love me as the ghost that I am or you don't love me at all.
You see, here's the thing. I don't want my words to come back to me in 50 years when scientists do discover, in fact, that
Ray was a real thing.
It was a real thing.
You were being spectrally insensitive?
Exactly.
Yes.
Because you know that's going to happen.
You're alien shaming.
Yeah, you know that it's going to happen to all of you, by the way. I want you to know it's going to happen to all of you. You're going to say something that you think is completely reasonable now, and then when you get to be grandparent age, your kids are going to go, okay, you can't talk like this anymore.
I understand. And you're absolutely right. Times have changed. You look back to how you talked maybe 15 years ago, 20 years ago, and you would not say some of the things that you said back then.
Yeah.
But I say this with complete confidence.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
She is crazy.
Okay, there we go. You sure? You're doubling down on this because
yes.
I'm not. I'm not doubling down on it. I know that they're going to probably find that there's something. Maybe they're alien beings in another dimension.
Hey,
who knows?
Good news, fellas. She's single.
All right. Well, that's good news.
Hopefully.
I think.
Do you think I have a ghost of a chance?
As long as you're transparent in your relationship.
Hey! There you go.
Yeah. She says, I think he started doing drugs and partying too much. What kind of drugs do ghosts do?
Let me Google that.
That's a really good question. I don't know.
Why didn't they ask her this question?
I still, the thing is that she's a very attractive woman, so she still shouldn't have a hard time getting into any kind of relationship as long as they don't get into an in-depth conversation. Unless
they were going to get married and have kids.
Yeah. How do you have ghost kids?
That's why I'm bummed that they didn't get married, so we couldn't find out.
Though having a little Casper would be cool. He seemed like
He's cute.
He was a friendly ghost.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to have a kid with a ghost, because if you go with the documentary American Horror Story, if you do that, that's the son of the devil.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But are we
American
sure?
Horror Story covered this.
That's what it said.
All ghosts give the son of the devil?
You're not supposed to have a kid with a ghost. That's all I know.
So we don't know much about this Ray guy, though.
Oh,
It's true.
Well, Ray, how do we know Ray wasn't the son of the devil? See what I mean? Maybe that's why he got up to devilish activities. See, American Horror Story is right. You can't trust anything.
Yeah, any guesses on what her job is?
Ghost hunter?
You're kind of close.
Yeah.
A medium?
Yeah.
Oh, she's a psychic?
She's a spiritual guidance counselor.
Did she ask? Did she try to find jobs for ghosts?
That's a good call.
Counselor?
Yeah, you're right. Spiritual
I'm very confused about this.
What
she
was your
found a
best
good job for Ray.
All right, Casper, you'd be better at just sort of hanging out with people and making them happy. All right. You see, here's the,
And she's also not happy with Ray because apparently she says that ghosts need to socially distance themselves during the pandemic.
Get out.
Did she say that? Is she saying that ghosts have to socially distance
themselves? I can't pronounce her name. It's like Amethyst.
Amethyst. That sounds good.
Okay, Amethyst says ghosts also have to socially distance during pandemic as they fear illness.
What?
Well, ghosts can get COVID.
What? Okay.
Wouldn't that suck if you sadly lost your life because of coronavirus and then you come back as a ghost and you get it again? You're like, you gotta be kidding me. And now I'm in ghost form and I'm still getting this stupid disease.
How do ghosts wear masks?
Yeah, guys, and Rev, I'm going to tell this to you. Okay. I believe she is from the new age, new thought community, and she's just gone way extreme.
You think it started with crystals and
yes,
stones?
Exactly.
And then
Crystal,
it went to this?
Astrology, all of this. I'm telling you, Rev, watch out.
You're going to get me in trouble.
Because my wife has introduced me to people that are on.
Watch out to the Rev.
My wife, because his wife and my wife, they sometimes will go down this rabbit hole of new thought, new age.
Maybe BJ's wife is a ghost.
Maybe BJ is married to Patrick Swayze.
Oh.
Look at Danny thinking that he's clever. Look at it. He gets this little look in his face. My wife exists. Okay, I'm going to go see her this weekend.
She's in California.
Well, that is
all the ghosts are.
That's where all the ghosts are. Right. Hey, come down to California. We all ghosts down here. Because I killed them all in Terminator 5.
What the hell?
Yeah. All right, well, there you go.
I mean,
we solved it.
So, does she put any of this on her Tinder profile?
Yeah.
Looking for a ghost?
Dude, I bet she's going to get a lot of dates because she's an attractive woman who I think is in the crystal community. And you can't tell any of those folks that maybe they're imagining some things. I've been in those conversations. It's not pretty. It is so not pretty, and a lot of my wife's friends hate me because I'm like, are you sure that this is what's really going on?
Well, I wish her nothing but the best.
Yeah, why not? There's no reason to wish her
luck.
Yeah, we don't wish her any negativity or anything. Let's just have yourself a great life.
Seriously, can we just talk about food, please?
Okay. How about
if you were a ghost, what kind of food would you eat?
I got it. Yeah.
Blueberries.
Oh, nice.
Vicky wins.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How about this? We've talked about this jetpack flying guy, and looks like he's back. This unidentified dude was seen flying a jetpack near the L.A. International Airport for at least a second time in recent months. He was spotted by a China Airlines crew on Wednesday afternoon. He was at about 6,000 feet with his jetpack.
How is it hard to find this guy? Because is it that difficult to spot him?
I guess, but we got a jetpack and you're up that high.
I hope
what are you
he's
going to
wearing
do?
like a mask or something.
Does it go so fast that they can't track him down?
Well, I mean, he's jetpack boy. Like, if you got a big plane, you can maybe easy to find that. But if he wants to go off the radar again, I don't know how they can figure out where he is.
Follow the guy in the air.
Yeah, but then he's going to go somewhere where you can't go. How are you going to land?
You get on your jetpack and you trace him down.
Oh, that's what you need is your jetpack. Okay, yeah. Well, we'll get the ghost.
Like a helicopter. Get a helicopter and just track him down.
I mean, he might be fat. I don't think helicopters go 6,000 feet, Steve.
No, but eventually this jetpack guy has to come back down.
So we need planes and helicopters to basically...
All right, get David Blaine in one of those helium balloons.
That's what we're going to do.
Something. I mean, you're telling me they can't track this guy down?
They haven't been able to fight it. They haven't. And maybe it's because he's so small and portable with his ability to go as high as he is. Because they saw, back in September, the FAA said, yeah, we saw a dude in a jetpack. We couldn't believe it. And we've got audio of the exchange between the pilot and the tower from this incident.
Tower, American
We just passed a guy in a jetpack.
American 1997, okay. Thank you. Were they up to your left side or right side?
Off the left side, maybe 300 yards or so, about our altitude.
That's amazing to me. I mean, I didn't even know we could do jetpacks, and this dude's doing a jetpack.
Multiple times.
That is really awesome.
He's got to get like a jetpack costume. I don't know what he would be.
I'm surprised.
Would you dress up as Iron Man?
Oh, yeah.
Or would you go like a robot costume?
Oh, I'm Iron Man all the way.
I think I would go like a ridiculous robot with like the stupid silver like scrunchy arms.
Oh, you want that? Okay.
Like a cheesy robot costume.
I do Alien.
Alien jetpack,
dress up like an alien and then just be flying around outside of a plane.
Oh, like the stereotypical alien head?
Yeah.
Okay,
dude,
that's pretty cool.
I
want to be like Bender from Futurama.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be so cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking getting some tubes or something and having them hang off, and I want to look like Go-Go Gadget. Or was it Inspector Gadget?
Yeah. See, I am thinking of
I
that.
watched Inspector Gadget the other day. It was
Why?
pretty cool.
Oh, yeah?
Well, it was when I didn't have cable. I had 4 channels to work with. And it was on one of them.
Sounds like you have the same TV as I do.
All right. Well, you're living but you got cable back, right?
Yes, sir.
Good for you. See, with this jetpack situation, I just keep thinking of that iconic episode recreated, I think 1 or 2 times with Twilight Zone, but the one with William Shatner. You see
the Gremlins.
Yeah, you see somebody on the plane, like you go, my God, there's somebody else, because you don't expect to see another human being,
right,
like flying outside your plane, and I would be like, oh my God, is that guy going to try to like do something bad to the plane?
Yeah, what's he up to?
Yeah, that is. So
you tell the captain, veer at him, hit him.
And, you'd think people would say you're crazy because no one really thinks that jetpack technology is that good. But now we've had the second incident where a human being can fly 6,000 feet that high with just jet propelled to the point where they can keep up with a jet. That's insane. I mean, think about that. The jet is traveling at X amount of miles an hour, and with all those big turbines, this dude has something on his back that allows him to travel as fast as a jet? That's
pretty cool.
Nuts.
So you were saying he needs to be the Rocketeer, you guys.
I remember that.
I hate that movie.
Yeah,
I've never seen it.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
It's a Disney movie that's kind of neat, but the problem is the jetpack is BS.
Yeah.
Like,
why?
Because if you watch the movie, the jetpack is on his back and it shoots these flames out, and it immediately would incinerate his legs. Like, he would suddenly lose his legs.
What if he's got fireproof pants?
He does not.
You don't know.
This is where Rev's got to.
This is a huge pet peeve with me, man.
Suspend disbelief, and he won't.
I will not.
Well, yeah, you have a hot ass, and if he farts, maybe he gets like extra oomph.
But at the same time,
nitrous.
I want to know how this jetpack guy is not incinerating his legs, Rev, because it's the same thing, right? I mean,
I don't know.
I mean,
I have no idea.
Yeah, I want to know how he's doing.
Maybe he's got little propellers.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know, man.
I know you don't know.
I'm just imagining little propellers. That's great.
Vicky, you are watching Rocket Man, or is that actually footage?
It says the Rocketeer trailer.
Oh, the Rocketeer.
1991.
Okay. Yeah, we're not. I want to see real footage of this jetpack dude.
Yeah, because that one's BS.
Someone said, yeah, Rocket Man. What is that, Elton John?
Yeah.
Rocket Man. If Elton John was flying around in the air, that would be pretty badass.
It would be.
If it turns out to be him, I want the rockets to be like on a piano. I want him to be sitting at the piano flying around, because that would be fantastic. That would be like an NPH drug trip that you would see, and
it's like, I cannot believe this.
Like a Harold and Kumar situation.
Someone says he needs to hold up a sign that says, need a ride.
That would be good.
So it says it's Elon Musk.
Yeah.
He's too busy dropping his price of his Tesla to $69,420, like a good human being.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was like an Elon Musk thing. That wouldn't surprise me at all. And that would
he's in cahoots?
Well, then that's maybe how he can hide the guy. Like we don't know who it is. Maybe Elon Musk has got a whole system ready. The guy lands, and all of a sudden they switch cars out, and you can't find the gear, and then nobody can find it.
Yeah, and then they launch it out of his secret base under the moon.
Yes! I love this plan. All right, you guys remember Happy Gilmore, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, and you also remember one of the most iconic scenes in any movie that Adam Sandler's ever done. That's where Bob Barker and Happy get into a fight. And, this is perhaps one of the greatest scenes in any Adam Sandler movie. And according to Adam, how about Bob was not his first choice for that role? It wasn't even supposed to be like that. Adam's going to tell you what he really wanted at 8:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top-Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. So you all know that iconic scene in the Adam Sandler movie Happy Gilmore where Happy gets into a fight with Bob Barker?
The price is wrong, bitch.
Yeah. Well, Adam was a guest on the Dan Patrick Show, and he shared that Bob was not the original choice for that role.
Well, before you get to it, it's going to weird you out. He does not sound like Adam Sandler.
Really?
I don't know how else to describe it. It's a deep voice, and you're going to be like, that's not Adam Sandler. And then every once in a while you realize, oh, crap, it is Adam Sandler. So I just want to throw that out there because it might throw some people off thinking this is not Adam Sandler.
But it is.
All right, who takes credit for deciding to go with Bob Barker in that role?
Well, Herlihy initially wrote Ed McMahon.
Why did Ed McMahon turn it down?
He probably never even thought. His manager probably wondered, like, now why would I have my guy be around this dumb Adam Sandler guy and fight him and roll around on the grass? But then Bob Barker read it. His first response was, I'll do it, but I have to win the fight. Because he fought. His next door neighbor was Chuck Norris. And so he said, I train with Chuck. We train every night, and he helps me with my punches and my kicks, and I would love to do this, but I have to win.
You're right. I would never have known that was Adam Sandler.
It's like every once in a while you get that Adam Sandler kind of like timbre to his voice, but for the most part, it's like this weird, deep voice guy.
Yeah, that was weird.
So he must really dial it up really at a high level when he does his roles.
And he's getting older.
Oh, there's that too, yeah. Damn, dude. So, Ed
and of course,
McMahon,
back Herbert. He's not going to do that guy.
And you guys, some of you may not know Ed McMahon.
Goodbye, old friend.
He was the National Clearinghouse guy. He would do that with the check.
Publishers Clearinghouse.
Yeah.
But he was more. I mean, dude, he was Johnny Carson's sidekick.
Exactly. I was going to go reverse. I was going to go reverse time for Danny and Vicky.
He was like Andy Richter for Conan O'Brien.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No. The only way I know him is Publishers Clearinghouse.
Yeah. Sadly.
But at the time, that would have been an icon, just like Bob Barker.
I don't think it would be as awesome as Bob Barker, because when Bob Barker said "The Price is Wrong, bitch," it was just like that moment where you just popped. You know what I mean? Because you're not expecting him, because he's just this lovable game show host, and then all of a sudden he's just saying the word "bitch," and also he's getting into a fight with Adam Sandler.
And how cool is it that he'd already been training? So like
with Chuck Norris.
Yeah. So it really, the whole story is very, very awesome. I didn't realize that Chuck Norris was Bob Barker's neighbor, and they actually were training.
And I don't know if he's like, I'll do it, but I can't lose. It's like, dude, it's a movie. It's not real. I don't care.
It's real to me.
Right? It's like a very wrestling kind of a thing. I'll wrestle you, man, but I'm not losing to you.
You got to put me over, bro.
That's right.
That scene would have also been really weird, too, if he would have lost. Like, it wouldn't have been as funny. Like, the reason it's so funny is because he wins.
Yeah,
Bob Barker
he'd just be beating up an old man.
Right.
Which sucks.
And then you wouldn't have the whole Price is Wrong bitch line, I feel.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I wonder if they intended, because maybe Happy was supposed to just be this jerk of a guy, including beating up an old man, but then because of Bob's rule, turns out that was a brilliant move to have Bob win.
And what a funny moment probably for Adam Sandler. It's like, oh man, we got to ask him. This is going to be awkward. He's probably going to say no. And then he's like, I'll do it, but under one condition. You're like, okay, well, what's the condition going to be? I need to win the fight. Oh, of course.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Oh, yeah. And you're right. The Ed McMahon, there's no way that would have been a better line.
I don't think Ed McMahon would have been as awesome.
It just goes to show you, like, when people have their first choices and they're not the right ones. It's really an amazing thing. I've seen, if you ever watch behind the scenes of a lot of things, you get to see that, oh, you weren't the first choice. You just go, I can't imagine anybody else in this role. And then you realize they sometimes show screen tests and you see, oh man, this other person, they really thought they were the better choice. That would have been horrible.
One text is like, you're confusing Ed McMahon and Bob Barker. No. Like, I think you must have missed the beginning of the story, is that Ed McMahon was the original choice for the role of Bob Barker.
Yeah, Adam
Not
Sandler.
playing Bob Barker, but playing himself in an Adam Sandler movie.
Exactly. Yeah,
That would have been funny if he was cast to be Bob Barker.
That would have been great.
Ed, we need you to be Bob Barker.
Yeah, so if you're, like Steve said, if you're just tuning in, Adam Sandler revealed that Bob Barker was not his first choice to have that fight with in Happy Gilmore. It was Ed McMahon, Tonight Show dude and Publishers Clearinghouse guy, but Ed McMahon said no. And so that's how Bob Barker got the job, under the condition that he must win the fight.
And I feel like Bob Barker is more iconic long term. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Turns out he is.
Yeah.
Turns out, if you had said that, like if you were to say to anybody back in the heyday of the Tonight Show, who's more popular, Ed McMahon or Bob Barker, they would have laughed and said, Bob Barker's hosting that stupid little show that's on
Watch
TV.
your mouth.
I mean, but that's what people would have said.
Right.
And as it turns out, The Price is Right has definitely outlived Johnny Carson's Tonight Show as far as being something relatable that people know.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's an amazing thing for Bob Barker. And even to this day, how long has it been? Has it been over 15 years that Drew's taken over? The Price is Right?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
I mean, are we closing in on 20 years for Drew, or is it just 15?
I feel like it feels more like 15, but then again, I thought today was Wednesday.
Yeah, right. No, it's actually, he retired in 2007.
Oh, wow.
So 13 years.
Okay, so it's closing in on 15 years that Drew's... But still, that's a long time.
I thought it was longer than that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Someone said, speaking of Adam Sandler, have you seen that Halloween movie yet? Miggs, have you seen it? I have not. I think I'm going to see it this weekend now that I got my internet going again.
Oh, the Hubie Halloween?
And Danny saw it and loved it.
So good.
And all the texters, well, I'd say a huge majority of the texters said that it was awesome.
It is.
It's a short weekend that I'm visiting my wife, and there's a lot to watch. And Bert Kreischer had to put out his show, and we are Bert fans, so it's like, am I going to watch Hubie Halloween over Bert's new show?
Rev saw it.
I watched
Bert.
The Cabin, which is on Netflix, and oh my God, it's the funniest thing I've seen in so long.
So then how am I going to watch Hubie Halloween when Rev gives that kind of recommendation?
Someone even just said Bert Kreischer, I binge watched them all last night.
I almost binge watched all of them.
Hold on, let's pump the brakes. So Rev says it's the greatest thing, and you got to watch it because the Rev just said that, right?
Yeah.
I've said that Money Heist is the best television show I've ever seen, and you're never going to watch it.
It's on our list, but yes, the Rev has more credibility.
Damn it,
nice!
Why does the Rev have more cred than me?
Because he does.
I pick winners.
No, Rev actually picks winners.
No.
I mean, Rev has got good taste in
is that two compliments in a row?
I hate to say it, but it's true.
Rev doesn't even consider Empire Strikes Back to be the best of the Star Wars
He's
movies.
trolling. It's the only reason he says that.
But you're not wrong. It is The Last Jedi.
Yeah. Actually, you know what, though? There are people that actually do believe The Last Jedi is really a great movie, even though the Rev is trolling.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, like Bert Kreischer, like the whole setup for this show is ridiculous. So in order for him to relax, he's realized that he's partied too much, that he just doesn't stop. He's got a schedule that just doesn't ever stop. And so he wants to go relax. And so he decides to go out into this cabin in Malibu and just, he's supposed to hang out. Like his wife says, you need to go spend some time alone. So what does he do?
Invites his friends.
He invites his friends and a camera crew to do a whole bunch of stupid things.
Well, it's not like he's going to listen to his wife.
Oh man, it's so great. He does axe throwing with Caitlyn Jenner.
How has he not done a radio tour for this? Now that I think about it, because he does a radio tour for anything.
Yeah,
no idea.
Maybe we should reach out to him and see if he wants to, talk about the show a little bit, because he's a great guy and we always love having him on.
And
he's okay.
Yeah, I'll look forward to any excuse. He may be that busy though. He may be. There may be something to that because his schedule. He was nuts with his schedule.
Maybe his wife put the kibosh on the radio tours.
Very possible.
Well, he ignores his wife a lot with this.
Yeah, I feel like if we reach out, I mean, he does. Look, he's a great guest, and maybe he makes everybody feel like they're his buddy, but I feel like we're his buddy. Like he would say, yeah, sure, I'll come on the show, but it could be he's just really a good guest and says that to everybody.
Or his wife really did the lockdown after this show.
Yeah, maybe the daughters are getting old enough that they're also like putting because he's he's one man in a 3-woman household.
One of the greatest lines ever. He's on a video call with his kids, and one of the daughters asks if he's in rehab.
There we go.
It's like, Dad, are you in rehab? He's like, no,
just
trying to relax.
We just expect it, Dad.
Yeah. And as a note, I mean, it's Bert Kreischer, so it's a little raunchy. There's a little nakedness to it.
Oh, him? Is he naked?
He is.
Nice.
Also Bobby Lee.
Well, we know he's always naked.
Yeah, it's there's I mean, they blur out stuff, but it's very sophomoric.
Bobby Lee is still going to be the most bizarre guest ever because no one has ever, as far as we didn't ask him to. I mean, in the early days of this show, we would have women come in, and sure, they would, they would be in some states of undress, and well, we welcomed that. We even asked for that.
Yeah,
we never
that
asked.
time that Governor Gregoire came in, it was very awkward.
We asked for that.
I'm kidding.
Yeah,
we never got naked. I don't want people to.
You don't want to think that because people were believing that the former governor of Washington would come in and get naked for us.
Right.
Jay Inslee, he did, but not Greg.
Well, I mean,
he was in office at the time.
He's in the other room right now naked. He doesn't want to be on the air with us.
No.
It's very awkward.
He just comes by every once in a while and just likes to
Anything
get
for a vote.
Yeah, but I will say this: he still has his mask on because he's all about safe and being protected. Yeah. But Bobby Lee, he is the only person that came in studio and got naked. We didn't ask for this.
It was really awkward.
Yeah, it really was.
He did the whole Buffalo Bill thing.
Yeah, he did.
And then he would just get fully naked, and then he just ran out of the office and then lied down in front of our boss's door.
Yeah.
Before our boss showed up to work that morning.
That was one of my first, when I started working here, that was one of the first interviews you guys did. And I just remember him, and he gave me a bunch of crap because I used the wrong urinal for him. And then he came in and took off his pants. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. Bobby Lee,
I see what's
everybody.
happening. Okay.
Yeah, it was... I how to mentally prepare for Bobby Lee. The night before, I'd be like, Bobby's coming in.
Yeah, here he is.
I love Bobby, but what are we about to get?
What's going to happen? Yeah, good old Bobby Lee.
The touch.
Yeah, he was. I forgot he was a touchy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was really just a walking social media movement hashtag.
Yes, he
when
was.
You think about it, at some point, it's amazing he hasn't been.
I do appreciate, though, when I was in the room, though, he made sure to cover his junk the whole time.
No. Is that when he did the tuck?
I think so, because I think he'd got naked in front of you guys before in a previous interview, but that one interview I was filming, and he actually, I never saw junk. I never saw his junk. I saw his butt, but I didn't see junk. So I think he did that on my...
Very considerate of him.
He was an honorable man.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I think.
Well, he must have done it a lot, that he knows how to basically, do the Buffalo Bill.
He knew the line.
Yeah. Wow. Let's talk about this 35-year-old. His name is James. He's from England. And back in November, he was drunk taking an Uber to a club. And then, well, sometimes it happens because you probably have eaten some stuff, drinking from stuff, and he passed some gas. The driver was not having it. He was like, okay, buddy, that is disgusting. Get out of my car. Well, James did not appreciate that. He's like, this is an Uber. I get to do what I want in here. And he started punching the driver. The driver fought back and broke his finger. And James was in court this week and wound up pleading guilty to assault. He got a 6-month suspended sentence, community service, and a small fine, all because of farting.
All because of a fart.
Yep, there you go. Yeah, when you're getting into Ubers and Lyfts and things of that nature, you realize these are just regular people that really haven't been trained in anything.
Well, also, you're going into somebody's car. You can still be respectful. You don't need to drop ass in the car, no matter how drunk you are.
You have to. Well, that's the problem, though. If you can, that's the problem with being an Uber driver. It's like, well, you're driving drunk people around after a certain time at night, and you're still out there doing it. I think it's a tough thing to not expect idiots.
See, I Googled fart Uber drunk because I was like, let me see the mugshot of this guy. I didn't find it. But what I did find was somebody posted on a message board for him saying, I got fined for farting in an Uber. What can I do about it? I'm still in shock. I was fined $100 for farting. How can they do this?
Well, do you think it's the same guy?
No, this is from 2 years ago. This unless maybe this is just his thing.
Is that a thing in some states? You can't fart in a car? I don't
know if it's a law, BJ, but I think they could consider it damage to the vehicle because now the scent won't leave and I have to clean it.
Okay, well, whatever that is, he violated some law to get fined.
Well, I don't know if a law is more of a rule. I don't think Uber creates laws.
Well, then how? Oh, so Uber
he got fined by Uber.
Uber. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, not like the city of Tukwila just sent him a notice
for cleaning fees or something.
That's what I'm guessing.
Sounds like a little bit more than a fart.
I know that if you vomit, though, they do have a cleaning fee for that.
Well,
do you remember there was a scam about that for a while where some Uber driver allegedly, I don't know if there's a fake wives' tale kind of thing or it actually happened, but he would grab a can of peas or something like that and make it look like the person vomited, take a picture to show it to Uber that is proof that someone puked in his car, and then ding them for $200.
Wow. Yeah, it's a scam.
Right?
Damn, dude. Hey, you know what? You've got to deal with it.
I never thought of it.
Yeah, you should have. Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one wrong.
What is the tabletop game that Mike, Dustin, Lucas, and Will play in Stranger Things?
Ouija board.
No.
They play Risk.
No.
They play Monopoly.
No.
Do you remember?
Oh, crap. Dungeons and Dragons.
There it is.
Yeah.
D&D.
D&D.
These nuts.
You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs at 847 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. How long is a bankruptcy going to affect my credit rating?
Of course, most of the time, by the time we're talking about filing a bankruptcy, the credit has already taken a huge hit. Chapter 7 is going to affect it more negatively than Chapter 13. Chapter 7 stays on your credit report for 10 years from the time you file. It usually takes 7 or 8 years for your credit scores to get back into the normal range in a Chapter 7 case. However, your credit will start to recover even in Chapter 7 after about a year. You'll be able to get credit again right away, usually before your case is even over. Chapter 13 stays on your credit report for 7 years and usually takes about 3.5 years for your credit to get back in the normal range. So Chapter 13 will mean your credit gets better much more rapidly.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.